Steve Rachel here again, and in another video, guys, I'm going to be talking about something pretty serious. Something is about to go down this summer in 2020. Your credit score is about to change, either for the better or for the worse. But either way, it's definitely going to change. I'm not for sure if you heard this or not or whatever, but FICO recently shared some information with everybody saying that the credit scoring formula that they've been using for years is actually about to change, and it's actually going to be changing this summer.
How changes in the formula for the country's most widely used credit score could affect millions of Americans today. The company that turns your credit history into what's known as the FICO score has just announced that it's updating how that number is calculated.
Yeah. So, and this, you know what though, this isn't something new. They do this periodically, usually about every 5 years or so. They'll make this change based off of what's been happening in the marketplace or what have you. And so this isn't new. They've done this before, but I guess it's been about 5 years since they've done it since. And so the new FICO scoring model will be coming out, and your score is going to be affected. Either, again, like I said before, either for the best or for the worst. Either way, it's definitely going to be changing. I'm not for sure if you knew this or not, but I've got a few notes here. The U.S. average credit score for 2019 was 703, which is actually pretty good. And credit scores, guys, definitely affects everything in our lives in terms of getting the best interest rates, getting a car, getting an apartment, getting a mortgage, getting a credit card, etc., etc., etc. Credit scores, very important. It's really going to be important. It's really important now, but it's really going to be important coming this summer as well. It's just going to be more challenging. And it's just really going to really put people in the mindset to monitor their credit score and to make sure everything is set so you can do things a lot easier and have more options. And that's really what it's all about. Some of the changes that are coming here, just kind of explain it a little bit. And this is happening this summer. If you are expanding the money you're borrowing or you have some late payments, it's going to hurt you really big time under the new system. Okay, so you definitely don't want to be applying for all kinds of new credit, and especially in short periods of time. And of course, if you have a lot of late payments, it's definitely going to hurt you under the new scoring model. Kind of give you a little insight, when the way it is now, our scores, typically update usually every 30 days or so. And even things can impact that throughout the month. But I know a lot of the scoring model or formula that they use now, typically to what makes up your score a lot of times for that period of time, for that 30-day period or whatever, they're looking at really just like 1 month of what's been going on with your credit. And that kind of that's one part that kind of makes up your credit score. Going forward, under the new model, they're not just going to be looking at 1 month of information or data based, that's provided to them by your credit report. They're going to be looking at 30 months of data to help bring up your credit score that makes up your credit score. So, and I think what they're doing, they're wanting to have a much more targeted understanding of what to expect when they're lending money. And they can look at one of the best ways, of course, to determine how future behavior is going to be for a particular person when it comes to paying bills is just looking at their past history. And of course, there's a lot of different variables that goes in with that, of course, but it's just going to be a lot more specific and a much wider range of data that they're going to be looking at that's going to be making up your credit score. So it's definitely going to make some changes in your credit for sure. Keep this in mind. If you are paying your bills on time currently right now, right? If you have lines of credit and you're paying your bills on time, you're probably going to be just fine, right? And you might see your score jump up 20 points or more, just because you've got a lot of great behavior on your credit reports and you're always paying your bills on time. So you might even see a bump in your credit score. If you've had some issues with your credit or making a lot of late payments, it's definitely you're going to take a big hit for sure. You're definitely going to take a big hit. Some other additional information about this whole FICO scoring change is they're going to be looking at personal loans. A lot of Americans are doing a lot of personal loans, sometimes they'll get loans to consolidate their debt or what have you. And even just last year, Americans borrowed over $200 billion just in that sector in terms of just getting personal loans to pay bills, whatever, right? And but FICO is going to be looking at those type of loans in a negative light. definitely going to be able to it's going to really impact your score, if you're having a lot of those type of loans, on your credit. A little bit more insight here. FICO said 110 million consumers will see changes less than 20 points. So 110, that's a lot of people, right? 110 million consumers will see less than 20 points on your credit. It's kind of good news. It's not too bad. You can still bounce back and make some adjustments, and that can go either way. It can go up or it can go the other direction, right? So either way, it can go great or it can go the other negative direction. But 110 million consumers. Then they said here, 80 million consumers will see score changes 20 plus or minus. Now, this is how that works here. 40 million will see an increase and the other 40 million will see it decrease. It's just, hey guys, this is something serious. And you definitely want to make sure you're doing the right behavior when it comes to your credit scoring or really just paying your bills. You definitely want to make sure you're following the right plan, so you can take advantage and really get the best score possible for your situation. A few tips that can help improve your score, and I've shared this in some of my other videos. You'll see some information right in the YouTube description, some of the other videos where I go into a little bit more detail on how you can improve your credit. So definitely check out that information as well. But just a few points here. Pay your bills on time. That's going to dramatically affect your credit score. And when it comes to the new formula and even the existing formula, just paying your bills on time has more weight than any other level, or any other point when it comes to creating your credit score. So definitely just pay your bills on time. You definitely want to carefully consider opening new accounts. So if you've got to open some accounts, great. If you're trying to do some things with your credit, if you're fine and you just want to just open up, you want this credit card, you want that credit card. Remember, under the new model starting this summer, opening a whole lot of new lines of credit is definitely going to make a major impact on your score. So just do things strategically, right? Not emotionally, but strategically. And you'll be fine. And typically when you open up a new line of credit, usually your credit takes a small hit and then it bounces right back. We're going to see how that actually impacts everybody's scores, coming this summer. I haven't seen an exact date. They just said sometime this summer. I'm sure as the time gets closer, they'll be announcing, hey, on this date or whatever, who knows. But I know sometime this summer in 2020, these changes will take effect. And then number 3, so it's 3 points here. Number 1 was pay your bills on time. Number 2, carefully consider opening new accounts. Again, don't just open. So carefully consider it, right? Strategically, right? If you need it, great. If you don't do it. Then number 3, don't close your account. So if you already got some credit lines, some lines of credit, whether credit cards or whatever that, because I've got a few credit cards that I have that I haven't even used. They're just sitting in my wallet and I think one still has the activation deal on it. Don't close them. Keep them open. Because remember, credit utilization, the more available credit you have that's available definitely helps your credit utilization, gives you a better percentage, which affects your credit score. So don't close anything. So if you have some credit cards or whatever that are still open, maybe you're not using them, maybe you use them every now and then, don't close them. Keep them open. Okay, because it'll definitely help you overall. It's going to definitely affect your credit score. That's all I got, guys. I just wanted to share this information, kind of give you a little insight of what's been going on, some things I've heard. A lot of buzz on Google and YouTube about the new changes coming to FICO, and it's going to be interesting to see how that all unfolds when it happens. So, but with that said, guys, check out some of the links right below, guys. I've got some really cool resources that can help you boost your credit, help get things in line, getting ready for the new changes. So, if you have any questions, definitely comment right below as well. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to give it a like and also smash that subscribe button, guys, so you can get notified, because I got a lot of cool videos coming, so you don't want to miss them. So, thanks for watching this video, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Peace out.